This has been one of my most requested videos on this channel, educating Yorkshire, educating Essex, Wessex, Yorkshire, I already said Yorkshire, and anywhere else educating in the UK. Anyways, hello my favorite people, today we're reacting to episode 1 of Educating Yorkshire, the documentary. In the British Culture series, we did check out your education system, saw how it differed from the US one, and there were a lot of differences, and now I want to see socially how it is different. We've seen a few UK vloggers, but I feel like that still didn't give us enough depth into what it is like to go to school over in the UK. So enough talking, let's get right into it. Subscribe if you're new here, like the video, and here we go into educating Yorkshire. Yorkshire, not Yorkshire. Here we go.
Come on, people, get moving, please.
A lot of people. Jesus.
Good to see you. Your school days.
Why are you late?
You got sliding doors.
Well, that's not good enough.
Love the...
Excuse me. Teacher's yelling at me. Get out of my face. What the heck?
Your school days.
Why are you late? Well, that's not good enough.
That's
Love
not good
On the
enough. Says
right
who?
there, I've not been offered stuff like this or anything special, so if you can find it in your heart to vote for me, then...
Yeah, I'm actually gonna cry.
Although...
Huh?
Yeah, I don't have all my numbers at the bottom.
These ones here.
Yeah.
With the letters, not numbers.
Let me see if they got subtitles. Okay, we're good. Oh!
Never forget them.
Oh my...
Wait till I get that ginger little bastard on this.
Where till I get that gingy little bastard? Oh my god. Y'all, this is a different breed. This is more like prison. This reminds me of prison.
At this school in Yorkshire, things are changing.
As we know, people, Northerners were proper, right clever, aren't we, Jade?
There's
Proper.
a new head teacher
Quite scared he is.
Good, keep it that way.
with a new plan.
I came to this school knowing exactly what I wanted to achieve. Yes, improve exam results. Yes, make behaviour better.
Ooh.
You cheeky bitch.
But the most important thing for me is that alongside everything else that we give them, they walk out of here as decent human beings who are ready for the world. And if that doesn't happen, we have failed them.
Stop crying, you mangy bugger.
You
But
mungy
when
bubber.
you're dealing with teenagers, life's never straightforward.
Did you stamp on his head?
I don't know. I might have done.
Yeah.
This is a prison. Stomped on his head, I don't know.
To find out what life is really
Oh.
like in one of our secondary schools.
There comes a tipping point. I'm going to have to ask him to leave.
Oh God.
For the teachers
That's wild.
and the kids.
Aw. It seems like the teachers are cool though.
He's going to spend the rest of his natural life in detention.
Natural
The very
life.
start of adult life.
Like my eyebrows. Should have done my eyebrows.
Eyebrows of the time. Educating Yorkshire. Let's get it. Copyright. Okay, he's got his coffee. Close up of his face though. Okay, y'all must have a very high, like, Arabic population.
No, I've only ever danced once properly.
I've never...
Mr. Mitchell is the new head teacher at Thornhill Community Academy.
Thornhill.
He started in the job 18 months ago, and ever since he's been on a mission to drive up standards.
Good. Oh god. That's the principal? Thornhill Community Academy.
It's January, and the first day of a new term.
January. We start in January too.
Morning, ladies.
Now,
Happy New Year.
yeah, did you have a nice year?
Did you?
Did you? Even though you don't like Christmas.
The Teacher's Lounge.
It's traditional. You come back after a Christmas holiday and you've either got wedge, step,
A haircut.
haircuts, rat's tails, really, and I mean really excessive makeup slapped all over kids' faces, and piercings.
Wait. Okay, so do these people, are they considered chavs? Or is it's not about the makeup, it's about the way you act, more so? Let me know.
Have you both got your tongues pierced?
Oh!
One of Mr. Mitchell's top priorities is to improve the school's reputation within the local community.
Oh my.
Third plan. Make the results much better, so that they stand up to the national scrutiny and everybody can say there's nothing wrong with Thornhill. Because people still look at Thornhill, whatever we call ourselves, Thornhill Community Academy, they'll still say, yeah, but it's Thornhill. I'm not sending my kids there. That's the perception I want to change. I want bums on seats. I want kids to come here because it's their school of choice. And that's what any head teacher wants.
Oh, yeah. So parents get to choose where they send their kids? That's different over here. Over here, you gotta go to whatever district you fit into. Like, location-wise.
Oh, shit.
That's funny.
Morning, mate. Good.
Morning, mate.
Darling. My values are
Even kids can be your mate.
I believe that students should turn up to school on time. They should say please and thank you. They should hold doors open. Black school shoes, Anna. Sort it. How people dress.
Morning, Woody. How you doing?
Where's his shoe?
Those boys, come on. You're in school. You'll burn.
You gonna play
Y'all's
golf?
teachers were kind of weird.
What golf is where? I try to make sure that the kids are
Misogyny. We don't care for that, do we?
abiding by our uniform policy. Take it off that, please. Thank you.
Oh, the beanie. I thought you were saying because she's wearing pants.
That style, you can keep it.
He said you can
Everybody
keep
should do
it.
them, and they're not difficult. They really are not difficult things to achieve. Turn up on time, every day, dressed appropriately, be nice to people, and don't break the rules.
Some people don't got a lot of clothes,
It's not rocket
homie.
science, is it? I'm going to set you a challenge today, and the challenge is this. Every student, I want to expect that when you're in the corridor, if somebody's walking down the corridor with you, I want you to make eye contact and say hello or good morning. How about if you're near a door and somebody's coming the other way, hold the door up for them. Make a special effort just today to see how we can do it.
That's just basic
Mr.
respect.
Mitchell is not alone on his quest to improve the school. He's backed up by a tightly knit senior leadership team.
Gentlemen, cashiers this way, please.
Mr. Burton, assistant head.
If your table doesn't get cleared completely today,
Wait. Are the classes segregated? Or is it... Ooh. Y'all fill me in. Why is...
there will be trouble. Do you understand?
Maybe
Oh
it's
my
like
God.
a
Chewing gum.
foreign class.
Warm chewing gum.
Ew. It's gross.
Up there, give us 5, yeah? Up there.
I
Ew.
was going to tell you what you said before that.
Mrs. Marsden, head of year 7.
Somebody went into those girls' toilets, so it was either you or Cara, shouting out at the top of your voice, "No, but I will lick your bumhole."
She had to say that. You had to repeat it verbatim. I will lick your bumhole. What is going on? And it's kind of... At our schools, we don't have head of teacher or whatever. We have heads of each department by, like, English, math, science, you know, that kind of thing. But year 7, year 8, year 9, we don't have a head. You got the principal, heads of the department, like, subject, and then everybody else is just a basic teacher. But you don't have all these different titles. Everybody has a title here.
What is the basic problem?
Bumhole.
Sitting in a room and
Hey!
doing your work.
Hold on. You're my teacher. You're not my dad. You're not going to yell at me. Like, what the heck is this?
And his 2 deputy heads, Mr. Steer.
You're at school in a maths classroom. Do maths.
You will be getting a letter from my dad. Rude. You can't yell at me.
Look at this. And Mr. Barraclough.
There'll be some days when there are 20 or 30 people railing against my vision.
Could you untangle those for me?
But
Everybody takes their eye off the ball.
you better give him some extra points on that assignment.
And they're not for sale.
Oh no. Year 7 smoking.
Hey, bingo, got the big time. All of you, wait outside isolation now.
It's
He
morning
got him.
break, and Mr. Barraclough has just caught some students smoking behind the IT block.
Freaking dumb.
I've just caught the big time. And I feel like Al Capone.
This is literally how a prison is run.
Right, who's been smoking then? Have you been smoking? Yes? Have you been smoking? Yeah.
He's so annoying.
Have you been smoking? No? Have you been smoking?
Eh?
You've been smoking.
You've been smoking. Smoking. I like how he
Smoking,
says
haven't
it.
you? You've been smoking, haven't you? I'll ask again.
Haven't you?
Right, the 3 of you need to go into isolation. You're isolated for the rest of the day.
Eh? So is that... This is literally like prison, though. Because even in prison, you get self-isolation. Like, you have to... If you do something bad, you have to go to the tunnel or whatever they call it. The hole. And he was yelling at the kid. Y'all, the school is just like a prison. Eh?
Punishment for smoking.
Smoking. Bitch, it's
Who's
cubicles.
put in the system caught by DB smoking?
Ugh.
Year 10 students Bailey and Kaylee will be made to work in a booth, in silence, for the rest of the day.
So,
What is isolation?
the makeup.
It's like just 2 boards and a wall and work.
Turn around, please.
Not that bad.
Right into the booth, please. Bailey, you turn into the booth, please.
Oh, she's walking out! Kaylee and Bailey, whatever their names are, savages. Straight, I'm not sitting in detention, I'm just not. Gets up and walks out. I mean, you can. What are they gonna do? Give you another day of detention in your little cubicle? Walking out. Straight out.
If you're wondering why you're in isolation, it's actually
We know why we're in isolation, but we shouldn't be in isolation. We've got told that smoking we're in detention.
No.
But no, that's not
Smoke.
Stand up for your rights,
There
ladies!
was any question last week and said it's in isolation.
Yeah, but we have been told that. I'm trying to speak to Mr. Mitchell. That's all I want to know.
We haven't been told that. See, they're smart about it. They could be lawyers if they wanted to. You know, down to the fine print, you have to detail. You can't punish me without saying why or how this equals that. They know their rights and they're going for it. That being said, though, who is this guy in the gray suit? I thought the other guy was the principal. I like this show so far. It's very entertaining.
Bailey, you're actually going to...
No, I'm not good. I just want to speak to him.
If a detention is the punishment for smoking,
There he
where
is.
does it say that?
I don't know, but every time I've been caught smoking, I've always had detention.
Well, the
Girl, you just admitted that this isn't your first offense. At this point, 3 strikes, you're out. Get back to that cubicle. She's funny, though.
detention's not good at punishment. It doesn't prevent people from doing it. People need to be
True.
punished.
Clearly. It's not working
Your
for you.
attitude's awful.
Oh.
You sit as smug as you like in my office,
Oh.
telling me what's what.
I'd cry. I would cry. And then he just walks off. I think this is where the British people get their, like, not strong backbones, but they're very rigid and, like, riggedness. Like, if this is what y'all had to deal with on a day-to-day, no wonder you're all kind of mean. You're not all mean to me anyway, but, like, in general, like, you had to be strong to be able to deal with stuff like this every single day. And maybe that's where the banter, which I just think is more often than not just rudeness, like, comes off. Oh, it's just banter. Get thicker skin. You had to have thick skin to grow up in the UK. Gosh dang. Banter. Favour, you're a whore. Oh, it's just banter. That's not banter. Y'all are rude. I feel bad for her, though, because she seems nice.
Bailey, have you got a minute, please? Just 1 minute, thank you.
See how he talks to her, though?
Having failed to talk sense into Kaylee, Mr. Mitchell decides to try an unusual tactic.
Bring them together?
Just have a...
Group therapy?
Thank you for agreeing to go back into isolation and not kicking up a massive fuss about it.
Massive fuss about
your
it.
friend has not taken the same decision, unfortunately. But thank you for climbing down.
Ugh. We've heard this before. Good job to you, but your friend isn't very good, but I'm praising you. Shut up. No one cares. Their names are Kaylee and Bailey. They're a package. Doofus.
Were. Is there any possibility that you could ask her to react in the same way that you've reacted and take her punishment in isolation?
He's saying, go get your friend and take her down to the hole with you. He's not actually trying to help Kaylee. He just wants Kaylee to go get Bailey and take her back to the cubicle.
Because otherwise she'll be excluded and she knows that.
I love him. Think he is. His best thing that's happened to this girl.
Kaylee, Bailey would like a word with you.
Who
It's
said
just
that?
fair. It's just like a listen to, and he'll have a laugh with you, and he won't be serious all the time.
Oh, wait, we like Mr. Principal? Okay, I wasn't liking him. I guess he's a cool guy.
Yeah, I like him. I didn't think I would at first, but I do. Really.
I found him manipulative.
Honestly, just come in there, get a laptop, put your phones into a laptop. Because now they're just going to exclude you or go in your part, and if you want to be a fucking lawyer, Kaylee.
Fucking.
I know I was going to just get excluded, but...
It's not about that, it's about him thinking he can do what he fucking wants.
Come on, Kaylee, stand your ground.
We're not. Oh, thank you for trying, Bailey.
Kaylee and Bailey. Look at her. Kaylee! I love her. The weird bang and all.
It's 11 a.m. on the second day of term. and there's been a fight in the boys' toilets.
Oh no. You know it's stinking
Year
there
8
too.
student Cameron is called to Mr Mitchell's office.
Come on.
Cameron's mum is English and his dad's family is from Pakistan.
I've just had Mrs Marsden up with Connor. I'm assuming you know what I want to talk to you about.
Well, I went into the toilet and he went on his phone and then I went, get off your phone as a joke, and then he went, shut up your P-I-K-I. So
No, that's racism. That's not funny.
I pushed him,
P-I-K-I.
and then, like,
That's
Okay.
disgusting. That's not even funny. What is there to insult? Shut up, you black girl. Okay, yeah, I'm a black girl, stupid. What is that an insult? You're talking about someone's race. That's not an insult. Friggin' ugh.
P-A-K-I.
yeah, and then,
So he called you a packet, so you pushed him.
yeah. And then,
Right.
Which is his
Scenario,
right.
All right. Let me just run this past you, okay? Somebody calls you a packy. Not acceptable. Absolutely not acceptable. Right?
But you can't
What's the
hit
best
them.
way of dealing with that, Cameron?
Walk away.
Go to the teacher.
Getting out of that situation and going
Yeah.
to find someone. You'd left it alone.
Don't give them your
So Please
energy.
don't call me that. Oh, shut up. If you get got out of there and couldn't either see myself, Mrs Stevens, your head of year, or another adult you trust.
But see, that's not a fix, because by tattletaling, now he's gonna get even more crap from everybody, all the other students. It's an endless cycle. You do something to me, I go tell the teacher I'm a snitch, I'm a crybaby, blah blah blah. It's just gonna get worse and worse and worse. I think you do at some point have to handle it yourself, and just be like, you can't mess with me anymore. Telling a teacher isn't always gonna solve the issue, because the teacher's not always gonna be around to like make sure they're not gonna bully the kid. Like, y'all wear uniforms so you don't bully people over your financial status, but clearly kids can still be bullied over their race. That's sad.
Just say, I've just been
It's messed
racially
up.
abused in the toilet. We can pick it up and deal with it. You're out, you're clear.
This video is
You're
long.
innocent. And now you're involved. So you do admit pushing him.
Yeah.
Right. So that needs to be punished
Honest
as well
kid.
as his attitude towards you needs to be punished too. Agreed?
Not equally, though.
You need to stop here and I want you to write that down for me. Connor's writing his version of events down with Mrs Marsden. We'll take it from there. Clear?
Yeah.
Excellent. You may use this one. Name on the top, date on the top, write down everything you can. Best spelling possible, please. Nice and neat so I can read it. Sign it at the bottom. I have no qualms repeating the language that they've used. A lot of head teachers will go, oh, don't even say the P word. I have no qualms saying it and saying, did you call him that? Well, yes, I did. Right. You know automatically it's unacceptable. You've just heard me say it.
Mm-hmm. And you had a
Sure.
reaction. Yeah.
And then they understand the gravity of what they've said.
And then he went, give me your phone. And then Jack said, don't be tight.
So how many times would you say?
Oh, he looks like a school menace. He looks like a menace. Ugh. Mountain Dew for breakfast. Red Bull for dinner.
Just to
8.
15 years ago, the population of this school would have been 99% white British. And now we're in a situation where, as near as damn it, 50% white British, 50% Asian.
Oh, that's a weird mix. Not weird, but like different. Where I live, I would say it's probably like 80% white, 10%, not even 10%, maybe like 7% black, and then everybody else just mix. Can I do math? Basically, there's a majority white people and a mix of everybody else. But when I moved to my town, I was literally the only black girl in my entire grade. So I had to deal with stuff like this. So that's why I kind of feel like more passionate about it. Like, I'd get called black girl, the N-word all the time. Like, I wouldn't be allowed to be involved in certain things. Teachers would exclude me purposefully. They'd let other students do things, but I couldn't do it. So it's all bull crap.
As far as we're concerned, within this...
Oh! Okay. I was gonna say, like, earlier in the video, it was all those Asian kids by themselves. I was like, what's going on? And now they're praying in school. It's a part of their religion. I think at like a certain time they have to face a certain direction and pray. So respect that the school's like integrating that into the culture. I wonder what the transition was like for whenever like the first time it happened. This is culture shock to me too. Interesting.
School building, the kids that are here belong to Thornham Community Academy. They're not white, they're not Asian, they're not Muslim, they're not Christian, they're not atheist.
What are they?
None of those things apply here. We're all the same.
Oh.
something I feel extremely
But you're not, because you're not out there kneeling and praying. You're not the same.
passionate about, and as a Dewsbury man myself, I think it's really, really important because growing up I've seen so much nastiness, and tension, and backbiting and aggression between different sections of the community.
Yeah.
It's something I just can't tolerate.
Good. That's nice.
How are we doing?
Well, it seems that he was with his friends in the toilets and they were playing on the phones.
Yes.
And that Cameron put
Guilty.
Yes.
and said, "Give me your phone now."
I'll get off your phone.
No, give me.
All right, give me your phone. Okay.
And he said no, and they tried to get out of the toilets.
But why is the other kid, Cameron, trying to take his phone? Like, what started it? You should never get to the point of assaulting someone or calling someone a racial name, but why was he trying to get his phone? Like, what was the root of all of this?
And Cameron pushing him back, and pushing him back
Okay.
about 8 times, and on the last time he fell into the sinks and
Okay. I'll give you Cameron's version of events.
Where'd the
as well,
P word
so
come
we
in,
know
buddy?
What we're playing with. I went into the toilet and I said to Connor, "Get off your phone," as a joke, and he said, "Shut up, you packy." So I pushed him and he pushed me, so I pushed him again and walked away. So that's what Cameron said. Okay?
See the kid's face?
Is there any truth in any of that? No. Are you sure?
Where are the witnesses?
I just said no.
No.
if you said it, you're best off just doing
If you said it,
telling
say,
it now.
tell me now.
Didn't.
If somebody else corroborates what Cameron has said, I'm going to have to think about that, aren't I? So if you think you've said it, or you know you've said it, you need to tell me now, Connor. Okay, that's fine.
Said
So
I
who was
didn't.
there?
So
Who
you
were
said
you
that-
playing on your phone with?
Callum, Mako, was Nikosi there?
Yeah.
Daft as it is, we're going to have to talk to all of these people.
Yes, we
then.
are.
As long as it's not a wild goose chase, and as long as we're not going to find things out that's going to come back and haunt either Cameron
If
or
you
Connor.
did it, you might as well just say it now, because that's going to anger him. If you called him a packy, then it would anger me.
We said didn't.
Okay, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. Tell me what happened.
There were 4 people on the phones.
Right?
Let's see if he
So
actually
then
said
what
it.
happened?
Camille like, "Oh, give me your phone," just joking.
Yeah.
This part is very important. What did Connor say back to him? You've got to be
Bottom
completely
2
honest.
knots. Cute.
I think he sworn at him. He said no, and then.
Did he call him anything? Did he say anything?
Yeah, I think he did. I think he said no, and then something. I'm not sure.
Was Cammy still in there with Connor?
Yeah, for about 30 seconds.
Right, okay. So after you left, other things could have happened.
Yeah.
And then you didn't see. Okay.
I'm going to ask you something. Did he say anything about... Did he use the word packy?
No, he didn't use the word packy. I did hear packy, but he said no, and then
Good luck, all right.
he might have said a nasty word.
So at no point did Connor turn around to Cameron and say, "Shut up, you packy." Or if he did, you didn't hear that.
No, I just went out.
Okay, well,
It doesn't look
if
like
nobody heard it.
I just called him a packy by the sounds of it, because Jack was pals with Cammy a little bit. He'd have backed him up
Yeah.
if he had.
Alright, so
There's something
Cameron's
I
the
didn't
bully
quite
here
add up
then.
about most of the statements, Cameron, and it all largely revolves around the verbal abuse, the racist abuse.
No, sir, because when I walked in, I went get off your phone, and then he went put your packy in. And
Nobody apart from you heard him call you a packy.
Not looking good,
Right.
Cameron.
No, I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what I know, and I've no reason to disbelieve most of the stuff that I've been told, because you agree with most of it. And I can't get to the bottom of it. I can't decide whether you're telling the whole truth or not, and I can't decide whether
Bring in
someone
the
else
lie
is telling
detector
the truth
test.
or not. And to be brutally honest, I'm not Poirot. I'm not this great detective. The law of averages tends to suggest to me
Pyro.
that you're telling some of the truth,
Yeah.
and that they're telling some of the truth too. Right. 2 things.
Somewhere in the middle.
First one, you've got to be dead sure that somebody's racially abusing you before you make an accusation like that, because the consequences of you making something like that up,
Yeah.
that is serious. And if I find out you've made that up, you're for the high jump.
Mm.
I had to draw the conclusion based on the balance of all probability, and given all the many statements that we've taken, that this word wasn't used, and if it was heard, then it was mistakenly heard. And what are we not going to do this year? Get excluded, right? You've been excluded enough times already. The next time I exclude you, I have to start thinking about doing it for a long, long time. Don't want to do that. So
Dang.
if I see you using your hands for anything apart from writing, drawing, acting, throwing shapes or whatever,
Yeah? You know what I'm going to do.
Expulsion.
I think it is fair to say that Cammy's not had the easiest of rides at school in the past. He can be a source of tremendous hassle for a lot of colleagues. I just feel sometimes that he just needs constant direction, and he needs reminding of that constant direction so that he can achieve, but he can also stay in school.
And we're gonna end it there. And I feel like that's just, not all kids are the same. Some people need more attention, some people need more guidance, and that's perfectly fine. Maybe this guy's just a troubled kid, maybe he has something going on at home, he just doesn't know how to fit into a British school, you know, whatever. That's a lot, but I enjoyed that. For the first reaction of Yorkshire, I don't know what I was expecting, but it was not this. Like, this is very raw and real. It still gives me very much prison vibes, you know, whenever those shows on A&E in the prisons and stuff, but yeah. Your schools, I don't think I would survive, honestly. Ugh. No. The social dynamics are too much. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if you want another part of this, episode 2, or we could finish episode 1, I don't know. Give it a like, let's get 1,000 likes on this video, and subscribe if you're new here. Bye!